My name is Dr. Susan Clubb. I'm a veterinarian specializing in the care of birds and exotic animals. Yes, I'm attending a conference which is evaluating whether wildlife trade should be allowed in Dominica. Well, so far it's been mostly presentations on the legal structure of Dominican wildlife laws and what maybe some of the risk would be to Dominica posed by wildlife trade. This is my first trip to Dominica, and I must say that I've fallen in love with the island. It's very unique, and you have incredible resources here that certainly need to be protected, and particularly your native parrots, which are so unique and found only here. And I believe that what the government officials are trying to do is to establish protocols for dealing with wildlife trade so that they can protect the wildlife of Dominica from potential diseases that could be introduced with wildlife trade, and also risk to Dominican wildlife from exports of your wildlife. Again, my emphasis for my career has been on parrots, and I think that your situation is so unique here because you have such a national treasure. You have your two species of Amazons that are found nowhere else in the world, and they're also very naive since they evolved on this island and have been separated from other species of parrots. They have no immunity to diseases that other parrots may carry and could introduce into the population, and because they're naive to diseases, they would be very susceptible to any diseases that may be introduced by parrots being brought in for the pet trade. And so I think that a serious risk assessment should be undertaken prior to allowing other parrots to come into Dominica because of this incredible treasure you have here and how vulnerable it is to disease if diseases were introduced into the populations. Well, I believe because Dominica is so unique and the parrots are so vulnerable, any importation should really be limited, and also parrots can carry a lot of diseases that can't be detected easily by quarantine or testing procedures, and so for that reason you never can be sure that any birds coming into Dominica are free of disease and are not a risk to your native wildlife. Plus your forest system is so lush that birds which could escape or be released from captivity, there's a high risk that they could become feral, become established in your ecosystem. So while the wildlife trade is carried out worldwide, I think in Dominica in particular, there's a lot to lose from the inadvertent introduction of diseases into your wild parrots through the importation of exotic birds from other countries. Yes, I'm aware of the work of the Forestry Department and all the efforts that they've taken to protect the parrots and the ecosystem to allow the parrots to recover their populations from the devastation of previous hurricanes, such as Hurricane David. Well, I guess my recommendation would be to protect them because they are so unique. They're so magical. Your island is so magical and wonderful, and it's a treasure that should be protected for the Dominican people and for the world as well, because so many other places have destroyed their environments and destroyed their native wildlife. And I think the people of Dominica are in a very unique position in which they have this incredible resource, and it should be protected for future generations of Dominicans. I love Dominica. It's amazing.